Hello there, Captain Flapjack here. It's my first time video, so bear with me because I'm not real agile with this thing. But anyway, I've acquired a 1966 Plymouth Valiant that here in our neck of the woods we have to pass safety as well as emissions, and everything has to work. And one of the problems that didn't work was the turn signal switch. Or, I'm sorry, that didn't work either. But it was the windshield wiper switch. They would go and they'd stop. And you wiggle the switch, and they'd go a little more and it'd stop. So I thought the switch was bad. Pulled it out and tested it. And sure enough, it was bad. And looked around online, and I only found one. And it was $300. Oh, well. You know, this doesn't work anyway, so we'll just take it apart and see what we could do. I've already taken it apart and I found out what was wrong, but I didn't have any dielectric grease to put it back together, so I thought I'd take it apart and show you how to do that. This is the switch, and you got your knob goes on this end. It's pretty easy to take out. And this switch is a variable speed. It's got one speed and then a variable speed, which is I thought kind of unique for a 1966. But if you can see, it's got little dimples, a little dimple right here, and there's several of them around this outer shell that keeps the inner workings in there. So I just took a screwdriver and just kind of spread it apart a little bit and work my way around. And also there's a ground strap. It's a ground strap right here, and also right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a notch on this black housing where it lines up with that ground strap. So it's easy to get back together. And I think I got one more here. I gotta kind of wiggle out. There it is. Get that loose a little bit. And these pry pretty easy. You just kind of work your way around. And one more. Sorry, not really prepared for doing videos, but maybe I'll be able to work my way through it. There we go. And inside here you have your contacts and this ground strap here, and that ground strap hooks into this little slot right here, and as you turn the knob, put the knob on here. As you turn the knob, you can see the inner workings. This is in the off position, and then it clicks over like that. And as it travels around, it goes through the resistance on the contact to give you your variable speeds. And I basically just cleaned it up with some good old electronic cleanser. Just get a little spray. It doesn't hurt the plastic or anything. Cleans it off, and maybe clean it up with a wire brush. And under here you've got a little separator plate that slips out like this. And here you have your contacts underneath. And this contact, this just pulls out like that. And I hope you can see this. But the problem was, these little things have, if I can get a good shot of it, there's a little spring underneath here that pushes that contact up. And the problem I was having is this other one, the spring, the contact was stuck like this, and it wouldn't let the spring come up. So after spraying some of that cleaner on there and wiggling it back and forth and spraying it, and just keep working, and now it's good as new. That was the only thing wrong with this. I was going to have to go spend $300 for it. And boy, just couldn't do that. So I got my cleaner, and I got a tube of dielectric grease, which you can put on just anything electrical, battery terminals, your spark plug tops, so your wires don't stick to your spark plugs and weld themselves on there. And it's a lubricant for, there's a little gear teeth right here, and it's kind of grease that up so it slides around a little bit. And grease these. Let's put a little slide on these connectors. I'm not going to put it on the slides because eventually it'll get sticky again. That wouldn't be good. Be doing this all over again sometime. And there's a little pin that these springy contacts line up on, and that pivots on. So I'll put some on there, and down on the bottom where this other piece slides around when you turn the knob. I'll grease this up a little bit. Actually, it comes right off. Put some grease down here. Just lube it up a little bit there. And we're back in business. Let's see if I can get this back on there. Pretty easy. It only goes on one way, so it's not real difficult. Hard part's getting my fat fingers and these little parts. Never did do that very well. This wasn't made for that. Alright, well, I'm going to have to pause this. Go get me a pair of needle nose, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Okay, we're back. Sorry it took so long. Anyway, this is back together, and this little cover, it's got a little notch in it right there, and it lines up with the ground strap. Actually across from the ground strap. Just across there, you'll find it. And once you get the notch, it all slips right down in there. So you have your contact. That's your variable. It comes around and clips over and turns off. So now the trick is to catch this little tang right there into this little itty bitty hole right about there, which isn't too bad because thank goodness they put a hook on it. And this also has a little notch in it, so it all kind of lines up, and it's not too hard to get it back together. So if you line that little tang up with the hole. Right, like that. And your notches. Yep, got our tang still lined up. And we got a little notch lined up here. And it's a little snug because I didn't pry those divots apart very well. But now that it's down, and you know, lo and behold, somebody ran off with my channel locks. So just take your channel locks and squeeze those divots back down, just easy, because it's not a lot of force on this really. It just keeps the two pieces together. So I'll give it channel locks and squeeze it, and we'll give it a test. Be right back. How about that? Found a pair of channel locks. So let's set it down in there. Just give her just a little love. Just enough to bend them over. You'll see it's pretty soft metal. It doesn't take a whole bunch. That's the one. And well, anyway. I'll be damned. Oh well. That's it. $300 to the good. Throw her in there after it stops raining.